Hello. Hi everyone. I, Dr. Sebastian George, Professor in Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering of Sanjeevani College of Engineering, Kopargaon, along with my colleagues Dr. S.V. Chowdhury and Mr. Y.R. Khandekar, welcome you all to this course on Humanitarian Approach towards Science and Technology. To begin with, let's have a quick look on the course contents. The course will be starting with an introduction to science, technology, and humanity. Thereafter, we will have a very trivial question to be addressed. Can science answer moral questions? A philosophical perspective of science and technology will be discussed thereafter. How the technology has really reinvented humanity will also be dealt in detail. Then comes another trivial point of discussion: technology, faith, and human shortcomings. Then comes the conventional debate, that is, science and technology, a boon or bane. Why technology and technocrats need humanity will also be discussed in detail. The course will end with a holistic approach towards science, technology, and humanity. Now, coming to the course objectives, the course objectives are to correlate science, technology, and humanity, to carry out a review of the impact of science and technology on human civilization, to familiarize the philosophical dimension of science and technology in human life, to understand how the technology has reinvented humanity, and finally, to underline why technology needs humanity. After successful completion of this course, you will be able to recognize the correlation between science, technology, and humanity, summarize the impact of science and technology in development of human civilization, apply ethical practices in the use of science and technology, and finally, attribute a philosophical and spiritual dimension into scientific and technological concepts. All of you will agree that we live in a modern era of science and technology. We just can't live our lives without the support of modern science. Today, science and technology are so much involved in our lives that it is really hard to imagine living without it. Think about this situation: electricity not available at our house, your mobile phone not functioning, your laptop is not working, even in the kitchen household, the fridge has gone out of order. How much uncomfortable we will feel in all these situations. Or in other words, we can say, every part of life, whether it is food or recreation, is related to science and technology and to its various ways. The picture shows a spectra of the entire universe, starting from the most tiny particle and up to the miserable mega universe. Various branches of science and its hierarchy are correlated with the spectra of the entire universe. Now, a very basic question. What is science? Or when we say an approach is scientific, the term scientific means a systematic classification of experiences. We surprise many items at various events happening around us due to science and technology. We get doubts and concerns which are primary seeds for technology. One fine evening, Sir Isaac Newton was walking in his garden. All of a sudden, an apple fell down in front of him from an apple tree. Newton stood there for a while. Something clicked in his mind. He asked himself, why this apple is falling down? Why it cannot go up? What was the result of that genuine concern in his mind? The discovery of theory of gravity. According to scientists, there is a scientific method for everything which are followed by unavoidable actions. Now, what is the basic aim of science? The basic aim of science is to look for reality and find those factors formally uncommon. Great discoveries have always come from reasoning. We can cite so many examples from history. Theory of gravity, theory of relativity, theory of evolution, quantum mechanics, to name a few. Lot of determination and observations are essential factors for the same. Human civilization, as it is today, has also come from numerous discoveries that were made in the field of science. Now comes the age-old conventional debate: science and technology, a boon or bane? All of us will agree that science and technology has provided numerous facilities for mankind. To name a few: energy, food and clothing, medicines, travel, communication, information exchange, and space exploration. But all these blessings have got a negative side. Science has brought along with it destructive weapons, gunpowder, rifles, dynamite, nuclear weapons, and whatnot. Chemical warfare and biological warfare are two evils about which the whole mankind is terribly upset. Abuse of media. Due to the multiple technologies, distractions in the minds of human beings. As the technology has made tremendous advancement, people find it difficult to go in solitude and think about self. While talking about the ill effects of science and technology, an incident comes to my mind. More than a century back, a man looked at the morning newspaper and to his surprise and horror read his name in the obituary column. The newspapers had reported his death by mistake. His initial response was terrific shock. Am I dead or alive? He asked himself. When he regained his consciousness, his next thought was to find out what people had said about him. The obituary read, Dynamite King dies, and he was the merchant of death. This man was the inventor of dynamite, and when he read the words merchant of death, he asked himself, is this how I am going to be remembered, even though I made such an important invention? He decided that this was not the way he wanted to be remembered. From that day on, he started working towards peace. He, the Dynamite King, was none other than Alfred Nobel, and he is remembered today by the great Nobel Prizes. Realizing the misuse of science and technology, the Dynamite King turned into an advocate of world peace. Many of you might have heard about the Manhattan Project. The invention of nuclear bomb. The theory behind this invention was discovered by the famous physicist Albert Einstein many years back. The fundamental principle behind nuclear fission, which we write as E equal to mc square. Let us see what was the reaction of Albert Einstein on the use of deadly nuclear weapon in World War II. He says, I have always condemned the use of the atomic bomb against Japan, but I could not do anything at all to prevent that fateful decision. See how much he was pained because of the misuse of technology which was built up on his own discovery. Dan Brown, the author of the bestseller Da Vinci Code, says, even the technology that promises to unite us divides us. Each of us is now electronically connected to the globe, and yet we feel utterly alone. In short, science and technology has got constructive aspect as well as destructive aspect. Man is logical in his thinking. It is possible for everyone to save himself from odds. In fact, wisdom, which is the base of science, can help man to conquer this world. But at the same time, science and technology without conscience and humanity is of no use. Rather, I should say, it is death of the soul. In the coming lectures, we will be talking further about science, technology, humanity, and the correlation among these terms. Till we meet in the next lecture, bye.